Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to do a fun, quick video to share 5 things that I'm feeling thankful for lately. I was reading an article the other day. It might have been a church thing, but it was just talking about being grateful for the good things in our lives. We all have something, you know, and by just thinking about those things, like maybe before you go to bed, you can rest a little bit easier and just feel more positive, because I realize there's a lot of stuff that's maybe doesn't feel perfect. And that has caused kind of some strain in conversations. I've had a couple conversations with family recently where they were struggling a little bit or feeling just a bit alone. You know, I can relate to that. I'm here in Canada and it's kind of dark and rainy and, you know, and on. And that has impacted my reviews a little bit. But one of the things I'm really thankful for recently is that I figured out how to adjust the settings on my camera, because in the past, I was trying to capture at 60 frames per second so I could do slow-mo and stuff, but then that messes up stabilization on the GoPro. And there, you might have noticed it if you follow the channel, there were moments where like my camera would kind of like jitter a bit, and I felt so bad about that. I was always trying to do post-production, like smooth it out and stuff, but then that would do the warping thing, which kind of makes you sick. So I'm really thankful that I learned how to do the camera thing. It gave me a fun challenge. I'm also really thankful that the days are getting longer. You know, it's starting to, we're definitely at a time right now today where it would have been dark just a week or two ago, and it's nice to have that extra daylight. It kind of keeps things warm a little bit longer, but I also appreciate the rain. I appreciate like the cloudy weather and stuff. I probably come from like European ancestry. I have light skin and everything, and I guess I don't mind the rain. I don't mind a little bit of cloud cover, and it reminds me that it helps all this beautiful, you know, greenery to grow when we get rain. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. I got a new phone recently, and that's helped me take some better pictures and stuff, and it actually has some stabilization built into it. And so I was trying to use that to fix some of those moments on the GoPro, which is what I usually film with. And by getting the new phone, I kind of had this extra other phone, and I was able to give that to my girlfriend, and she took it back to her family when she went for Christmas and gave it to her sister and stuff. So that made me feel really good too. It kind of gave me an excuse to buy like a new toy, but it also felt like, yeah, you know, that extra phone is kind of going towards a good cause, and I like that. It makes me feel good to share something with people and maybe make their life a little bit better. She's a teacher, and she was going to use it to like read her class notes and stuff, because it was a bigger phone. I like these big, huge, like, you know, big phones like this, so I can see them, because I'm a little bit nearsighted. So I'm thankful that technology exists, and all of it's so amazing with like the stabilization and everything. There are a couple other things I'm trying to think of. I'm thankful to have family and stuff. I haven't seen them for a while, but just talking on the phone is nice, and getting different perspectives and a lot of wisdom and stuff. There are moments where I've been kind of impatient or frustrated, like I'm always pushing myself, and I want to like get the next thing, cover the next bike and edit it and get it, but I also want to do a really good job. And you know, I to get EBR to the place that it is, I kind of had to like stop at nothing to cover every bike that I could and stuff. And I'm thankful to be in a position now where there is a little bit of a built-in slowdown just because of the world and all this stuff. And it gives me a chance to just reflect a little bit and take a bit more time with each bike. And I've learned so much. Like you guys have probably seen, I make mistakes on these reviews frequently. I covered a bike recently. I was talking about the tires or something. I was like, oh, it's a little bit more comfort oriented. And someone was like, oh, come on, man. Like the taller it is, then it can get kind of like unstable. And you're talking about air volume for comfort, but really you don't want too much air volume. The comfort should come from the suspension. And I mean, I felt like I was getting a lecture, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, that's true. Cool. You know, I learned something. So I'm thankful for that feedback. You know, I'm open to critical feedback. It's nice when it's packaged lovingly, but it's also just, it shows that someone cares if they write to help me become better. I say I'm doing my best, but then I always feel like, you know, I could do better. I could spend more time editing, I have more angles, I could do drones, I could do all this stuff, but I also want to be authentic. I'm trying to keep my team and the company nimble and authentic, right? So that's I guess I'm thankful to have some of those options, to have a company to be able to do something positive like this and connect people with bikes. I'm thankful that companies like, you know, City Cycles here helps me with bikes and stuff, Caps, electric bikes, Trek, the Trek store nearby. They saw my other video recently where I was like, yeah, my bike got stolen. And they were like, we'll give you $100 off a new bike. I was like, that's cool. That's one of the privileges of kind of having a YouTube channel. And I try not to overdo it here. Like, you know, a lot of this stuff I wear is unbranded. Companies are frequently like, hey, have a shirt, have a nice jacket. And I'm always like, no, I don't want to like wear, you know, a company shirt and then be perceived as being too biased one way or the other. And that means a lot to me because I believe in truth, and I believe in just being like kind of data driven in a way. You know, a lot of what I say is qualitative, but I just want to help people, like, genuinely. And so whether that's me doing a good job, like with my reviews and all the due diligence and stuff, or just being honest when I make a mistake, I'm glad I have a bit of a platform and a position to help people that way. And that's also why I promote the forums and the comments and stuff so much, because it really depends on you guys giving feedback and stuff too. Right? And I realize I'm going over my 5 here, but I have one more thing I wanted to show you guys that I'm thankful for. So let's go do that. In addition to Netflix, which has had some really interesting shows lately, keeping me entertained and stuff, I found this like old school elliptical out on the curb like a couple weeks ago. And it has just been such a treat for me because it's a little ways to the gym, and I've been a little bit anxious there with people just like working out and like COVID and all that stuff. And I found this bike, and it was just kind of sitting out there for the trash people to pick up, and you know, it works. So I was able to set this up, and I got a little phone mount right here, so I can kind of have my own little Peloton set up. I can watch the Netflix, and I just thought that was so cool. I just kind of keeping my eyes out, and feels like it kind of showed up in my life at just the right time. So those are some things I'm thankful for. And of course, I'm thankful for you guys, and I love you, and I look forward to reading some of the things you're thankful for. And I wish you guys a happy new year. I can't believe it. I almost forgot. There's one other thing I am thankful for, and that is with the lockdown and stuff, I've kind of had an excuse to not get a haircut. And I have never had my hair this long before, and it's kind of crazy. And I feel, coming from like a professional background at like offices and stuff, I was always a bit nervous to do this. And this has given me like a socially acceptable reason to grow my hair out. So I'm thankful for that too. Okay, that's it. See you guys.